Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, with another video. And we're going to go through the entire chapter of Ecclesiasticus 2, you see, because this is very important for us, especially in the times that we're coming into, and also in our daily walk, knowing and understanding that we're tried every day, all day, man, and this is a part of the fight. This is a part of the condition that we must endure, to be received of Yahweh Shai when he returns, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number to overcome all these trials and obstacles that are put in our way. So, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, it reads, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." And this is what we have to endure, man. Knowing and understanding that as we serve the Lord, it's a test. And we have many examples of our righteous forefathers who have gone through these tests in their service to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is what it is, and you have to get your mind right and understand what you're really involved in, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. You see, we have to know and understand that our faith is being tried. Our faith is being made pure through these obstacles and these trials and tribulations that we go through. See, a lot of our people who know they're Israelites, they don't want to go through anything, man, and that's why they're not being refined. This is why they're not being made better. They're the same niggas they were before they knew they were Israelites, man. They're not growing. It's because they're not having their faith tried. You have a lot of our people who know they're Israelites who are still out here eating pork. They're still out here calling the Most High whatever they want to call them. They're still conducting themselves however they want to conduct themselves, man. You see? They haven't changed. Because when you come into the fullness of what we're involved in as we serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be tried. You're going to be tempted. And it's going to cause you to grow. It's going to cause your faith to increase. It's going to cause you to trust in the Most High more, knowing and understanding that this is a part of the battle that we must fight as Israelites. You see? You got our people who are coming to the understanding of being Israelites, talking about this too hard, and they're going back into the world, making haste in time of trouble instead of trusting in the Most High, man. You see? So Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." And this is what we have to endure. This is what we have to do. This is what we have to do. We have to cleave unto him. When Satan comes and he has you going through these mental gymnastics, you see, that's the time for you to call on Yahweh Shai even more. For you to cleave unto Yahweh Shai even more, man. For you to pray more. You see? For you to dig deeper. You see? Truly fighting, man. Truly fighting. And if you do that, it says what? That we may be increased at our last end. Because that's what the Most High wants to see from us, man. He wants us to fight in faith. Not to give up, but to keep enduring. And because we're putting up this fight of faith, he's going to increase us in due time, man. Verse 4 says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state." You see, when you're brought to a low condition, don't forsake the Most High. You see, don't cast away your confidence. Once again, that's the time to be firmly rooted and to cleave unto Yahweh Shai even more. To reevaluate yourself, man, to take accountability, you see, for what's going on and why you find yourself in that condition. Take it cheerfully and know and understand that it's the Most High building us up. It's a part of the chastisement that we have to go through because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai love us, man. You see? So we have to take it cheerfully and just suffer through it in all faith. You see? And it tells us why. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So this is why we go through things in this walk. You see, as we move down this straight gate. You see? We're being tried in the fire as gold, man. We're being purified. We're being purged of all those impurities, you see, that we have in us. That's why we go through adversities. That's why we have ups and downs, man. That's why we have spiritual lows, so forth and so on. It's to make us better. You see? This is why we go through what we go through, man, to be made better, and we endure it all through faith. Verse 6 says, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. You see? Once again, it goes back to that faith, that trust, that belief, that hope that we rest in as we serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, waiting upon him. You see? And then, as you move in that spirit, you're helped. He increases you. He increases your faith. He increases your boldness in him and in his power and in his son. Because you didn't cower. You didn't forsake him when times got rough, man. You endured the storm. And we have to keep this at the forefront of our mind as we come into these dark times ahead, man. Because more trials and more tests are coming. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 7, it says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, or believe him, and your reward shall not fail. And once again, it all goes back to faith, man. You see, if you fear the Lord, you're going to wait for his mercy. You're not going to go aside, because you know that there's nothing good waiting for us outside of the secret place of the Most High, which is this truth. Ain't nothing outside for us, man. There's nothing in the world for us except for death. So that's why we wait for his mercy, man. It says what? Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail, because the Most High is going to give us exactly what he promised to give us if we continue to endure. If we continue to keep the faith unto the end, man, we have a crown waiting. And you have to move in the spirit of faith, you see, to receive it, man. So that means we can't give up. It gets hard and you want to run back to Christianity. It gets hard and you're being persecuted for the truth. Now you want to talk about all nations can be saved and Esau is not the so-called white man. That's not the spirit you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be cleaving unto the truth even more. You see? Verse 9 says, ye that fear the Lord hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. And this is what we hope for, man. We're hoping for good. That's our expectation. That's our hope for good, because we're serving the Most High through his son Yahweh Shah. We're hoping for mercy because we're being obedient to the Most High's will, man. We're not looking for anything evil to happen to us, because we're doing what the Most High commanded us to do. Verse 10 says what? Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And the answer is what? Is no. Anyone who's trusted in the Lord has never been confounded. Anyone that walked in his fear and was obedient to him, he never forsook. He never despised any Israelite that calls upon him. That's what he wants us to do. That's what he wants us to do as Israelites. The Most High is not despising us because we're praying to him in the name of his son, because we're out here proclaiming this truth. This is what he wants us to do as his people. He's not despising us because we're walking in obedience. This is what he's commanded us to do. This is what he wants to see from us, man. And when you look at the generations of old, our righteous forefathers, they're perfect examples of what happens when you fear the Lord and walk in obedience and have faith in Him. They were saved from many crazy situations and circumstances, man. All because of that trust they had in the Lord. Even when they were going through trials and tribulations, ups and downs, they didn't forsake the Most High. They didn't cast away their faith. They didn't get in the spirit of unbelief. They believed even harder. Go back and read the stories of our righteous forefathers, man. Go back and read the story of Daniel in the lion's den. The three holy children in the fiery furnace, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Go read about what he did for Elijah, what he did for King David, what he did for all of our righteous forefathers, man. Because they moved in faith and obedience, in fear. And we're doing the same thing now, man. He's not going to forsake us if we trust in Him. That's what He wants us to do. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 11, it says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction." But you have to continue to move in that spirit of faith. You have to continue to believe. You have to continue to hope. You have to continue to trust to receive these things, man. You see this? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua can save us out of any situation that He puts us in, man. So, Sirach chapter 2, verse 12, it says, "Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended." So when you're in that faint heart spirit, that unbelieving spirit, ain't no defense coming your way, man. So that's why you have to continue to do what you need to do to get your spirit right with the Most High. Like it said earlier, set your heart aright. Constantly endure. Don't get faint-hearted because you see those the tribulation coming or it gets rough. That's the time to cleave unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua even harder, man. You see? Don't be in that faint-hearted spirit, because that's what we're seeing a lot of Israelites fall to right now. Being faint-hearted and unbelieving, man. Got guys talking about ain't no miracles coming. We shouldn't be talking about Jacob and Esau. All this bullshit they're spewing, man. That all goes back into unbelief, and they're not going to be defended when all hell is breaking loose out here. So we got to make sure that we're not in this spirit, man, because we don't want to be a part of that number that has no covering when it starts to go down out here, as we know it's going to happen according to prophecy, according to what the Most High has ordained it to be. You see? So Sirach chapter 2, verse 14 says, "Woe unto you that has lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?" Exactly. You lost patience. You gave up the fight. You cast away your confidence in the Lord. You see, you basically threw in the towel. So what are you going to do? What are you going to tell Yahushua when he returns, man? Ain't going to be shit to say. Because you got all the tools here to continue to endure in the fight. We have the access to the heavens to pray to Yahushua. So we're being heard through the Holy Spirit. If you truly believe, there's no reason to give up, man. We almost at the finish line. Because what the fuck are you giving up for? And what are you going back to in the world? What are you going back to? There's nothing out there, man. There's nothing for us here in this place. This is not our rest. Man, we're pushing forward toward the kingdom, man. We're pushing forward toward immortality. And it's going to be a fucking fight all the way through this thing, man. But we can't give up. Sirach chapter 2, verse 15 says, "They that fear the Lord will not disobey His word, and they that love Him will keep His ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto Him, and they that love Him shall be filled with the law." And this is what it is. And how are we filled with the law? Through faith. By walking after the example of Yahushua, man. Because we know we can't fulfill the law in the fullness in His flesh. You see, so now how do we be pleasing in the sight of the Most High? Through the law of faith. Through our belief in Yahushua and walking in the spirit with that it comes with. Exercising the fruits of the Spirit, man. Things that are well pleasing in the sight of the Most High. And we're getting better at it each and every day. Is it a fight in doing it? Yes, it is. But that's a part of being in His flesh. That's a part of the battle that we have to fight on the daily, man. We have to get up every morning and answer the bell. You see, and try to be better than we were yesterday. That's what the Most High wants to see out of us, man. And we can't give up because it gets tough. That's the point of a fucking fight. A fight is tough. A fight is hard. A fight is tough. You see, it's gonna be resistance. That's what Satan is for. Satan is the resistance trainer, man. Satan is the sparring partner. See, Satan's gonna fighting against Satan every day. You see, it's gonna allow us to be stronger in spirit, stronger in faith, stronger in hope. You see, Satan being our resistance trainer is gonna make us stronger in spirit, man. But we can't give up. We can't give up, man. You see? We cannot give up. We got to continue to endure because this is a part of our lot to walk as Israelites. It tells you that in 2 Ezra chapter 7. So Sirach chapter 2 verse 17 says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts, get your mind right, and humble their souls in His sight. Yep, being humble, lowly, contrite, not trying to make this about us, not out here seeking vainglory, not out here making merchandise of the ministry or the congregation. We're doing this the right way as the Most High has commanded us to do through the men that He set up to teach us, man. We're only out here for one reason, and that's to uplift, exalt, and magnify the name of the Almighty God, Yahweh, through His Son, Yahweh Shai. That's all we're here to do. Preach this word as we've been commanded to do. You see? So Sirach chapter 2, verse 18 says, saying, we will fall in the hand of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as His majesty is, so is His mercy. We're taking that leap of faith and leaving it in the hands of the Most High. You see? That's what we're doing. We're leaving it in the hands of the Most High by following the protocol that He's laid out for us, having faith in Yahweh Shai, walking in that spirit of obedience, exercising the fruits of the Spirit, and we're going to let the Most High take care of the rest, man. You see? Because like he says, He's going to have mercy on whom He's going to have mercy. He's going to have compassion on whom He's going to have compassion. So all we're doing is what's pleasing in His sight, hoping, praying, and begging that we're a part of that number when it's all said and done. You see? Moving forward in the spirit of faith, enduring all that comes our way, man. You see? Preparing our soul for that temptation. And it's going to be a fight, but we leave it all in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And He's never failed us. He's never failed us, man. Ever. And we have the history to prove it. And we still believe it to this day, man. So with that, Lord willing, that's edifying to the elect, man. I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing His word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.